The Gender Equity Toolkit contains 4 quick exercises designed for use in both professional and educational settings. These exercises will help foster empathy and encourage equity by reprogramming the implicit biases that we all have deep inside our minds. I designed each of these activities to address a specific cognitive bias and to create the new neurological pathways of empathy, appreciation, and leadership. These activities can be played in small groups over a coffee or in a boardroom, even to hundreds of people at a conference. All you need to do is to follow the simple, easy to read instructions and get playing. So, here's how to play each one. Empathy is a visceral experience of understanding the feelings and emotional state of another human. It's a very powerful tool in overcoming the stereotypes that feed implicit biases. So in this fast-paced exercise, you have a pair of people who quickly get to build an understanding of another human's perspective of the world, getting like a map of the inside of their mind. Everyone in the room is handed out 5 of these word cards from the moderator, and then you're randomly put in pairs or just find another human. One person starts by holding up a word and reading it out loud to the other. The partner must quickly say if they feel that the word is more male, female, or neutral, based on the visual image that the word triggers in their head. Once they say what it is for them, they then explain what they see, and the first person who read the word explains how it is for them. In this sharing, you get a very quick understanding of the inside workings of someone else's mind, and then you can swap to a new word. Swap turns back and forth until the words run out. If you're having fun with it, encourage people to swap, find new people to talk to, and new words to play. We humans are narrative-driven creatures. We connect through shared values and experiences. As Joan Didion said, we tell ourselves stories in order to live. And our brains like to hold schemas and structured references of other people. And while useful in remembering and forming opinions of those we meet, this can lead to misconceptions and accidental prejudice. In this next activity, have everyone take a random connection card and then walk around the room casually collecting 5 stories that connect them to another person. Use the question card as a starting point. People will find they have all sorts of weird connections and points of reference. This game helps build new perspectives of the people around us and find opportunities to understand what people need to flourish professionally. It's also a great icebreaker to get people in the mood for some of the other activities and to open up conversation. A great way to build the mental muscle of tackling a complex career hurdle, such as asking for a raise or negotiating a salary deal, is practice. And in this role-playing exercise, we divide into groups of 2 and have everyone decide who's going to be the boss. The other person is given a scenario card with a goal printed on it. The person's task is to get the boss to grant them whatever is printed on the card, such as negotiating for extra paid sick leave. The trick here is that the boss's job is to say no 5 times. It is a lot harder than you think. Each player gets to build the experience muscle and develop empathy for the other person's position. So make sure you play a few rounds in a different role to get the full benefit. Sometimes the best way to get over a challenge professionally is to get some good advice. So this activity is all about fostering peer-to-peer knowledge exchange. It's a simple activity where people break into pairs and get to interview somebody about their current experiences. One person interviews the other for 5 minutes, writing down the key insights that they get in the quadrants. Then you swap, giving the opportunity for each person to openly share some of the issues that they're facing. After you've spent 10 minutes doing this, take a couple minutes to think through what your partner said and think about some of the actions, tactics, opportunities, and potential challenges and strengths that you could recommend them. Then you share those ideas. And this gives you the opportunity to get a different perspective to a career problem that you might be facing. The Gender Equity Toolkit is a simple and fun way to get the conversation started around gender and leadership. I hope you enjoy these exercises as much as I enjoyed designing them. So jump onto the website, leave us feedback on social using the hashtag gender equity, and use the tools, start the conversation. Let's see how quickly we can get the design and technology sector to have full gender equality.